Welcome to King Says So, a channel that advocates for one Africa, one land, one Africa, one language, one Africa, one currency, one Africa, one army. I wish to witness Africans all around the world united as one in our lifetime. Enjoy.
Black Heart, the hustle continua. 100% good quality t-shirts, made to inspire your goals and dreams. T-shirts are now available at an affordable price. Place your order now. 068-473-6908. Instagram at Black7576. Facebook page Black Heart.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy King053, Mr. Easy Imali Eneng, and we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, we're back to Julius Malema. And before we speak about that, I want to say thank you to my sponsors of the channel. Why Not Technologies? Technologies situated in Cape Town. They deal with embroidering, printing of bags, t-shirts, caps, and everything that you can think of. They can print. They can embroider on anything. So just give them a shout and make sure that you reach them. Why Not Technologies? You can find them, I think, in all social media platforms. And then tell them that King sent you. They will give you a discount. In Johannesburg, in Soweto, we have another sponsor by the name of Black Heart Clothing. They just recently joined the channel and said, King, we love what we are doing. Let's keep on promoting, my brother. Whatever you need, we'll back it up. They send me some nice merchandise to wear, and then call them and ask them to send you some t-shirts, and tell them that King sent you. They must give you a discount. I'm sure you'll get a discount, 10%, 5%, whatever the discount it is, you're gonna get a discount. Some of you have already purchased some t-shirts, so I'm very grateful because it shows the impact that this channel has on business. So I'm very happy that some of you have already bought the t-shirts. Oh, where's my English today? Anyway, guys, we have an issue here. This is an older clip, okay, but the content is still fresh, and the content is still relevant for this channel as a Pan-Africanist channel that believes in expropriation of land without compensation. I strongly believe in that. Julius Malema was at the Cape Town Chambers of Cape Town some time ago. I can't remember when. And a white man stood up and asked him a question and said, listen, I'm a white man. I'm a doctor. I'm a doctorate. I've studied medicine. I'm practicing. I'm working about 160 hours a week, about 18 hours. Sometimes I do 18 hours shifts. And I have property. I've worked for my property. Are you saying I must give back that property? I must hand that property over to the state? This white man does not understand what on earth Julius Malema is saying. So let's just quickly listen to our white brother, and then I'll come back with some commentary.
When you talk about we and they, we're roughly the same age. I was 12 when Madiba was released from prison, and I was 14 when the election happened. I'm a medical doctor. I work sometimes 160-hour weeks. I work sometimes 18 hours a day, and I own property because of that reason. And it sounds to me that you're suggesting that I should do all that work and come to this point in my life and now just hand away my property. And that concerns me.
Now, before I play Malema's response to this, I wanted to respond to it first, because we need to start in the beginning. We need to start in the beginning when we are answering the land issue in South Africa, especially when we are speaking to the Dutch, the Afrikaners, the Dutch Africans. When we speak to them, we need to not put emotion in it. We must just put logic in it. Before I answer that man's question of must he give the land back and everything, I must start at the beginning. First of all, you are not supposed to have land in the first place. You are not supposed to have land in the first place. Your ancestors stole land. You are not supposed to be born here in the first place. Your ancestors tricked Nkosi Shaka Zulu when Shaka Zulu asked them, you saying this is not your land. When your children are born here, will they know where you come from, the Dutch? Or will they consider this land as home? That's what Shaka Zulu said. So first of all, my brother, before we can engage you on a political level, on a intellectual level, on a spiritual level, you are not supposed to be here. Number one, there were people of this land that are occupying this land, and your ancestors wrongfully took. So you were born with an advantage already, when our people were born with a disadvantage, because environment and what did Buisen Njosi say? Association causes assimilation. Whoever you associate yourself with, you will eventually try to assimilate them. Woo! You remember when Buisen was in I think grade 7 or grade 9, when he said that when he won a competition, a school competition of writing essays or stuff like that, or was it a debate? And Buisen Ndlozi said, association causes assimilation. So whoever you associating with, you will assimilate. So imagine you are born in a white family. Father is making a lot of money with the farms. Mother is doing good. Everyone is rich. 3-4 cars in the garage. There's a tractor. There's a truck. There's land. There's everything. Your association, you can assimilate it easily, compared to a black child whom his ancestors were displaced from the land where they were supposed to be. Now they are growing up in a shack. They are growing up in the township. They are growing up somewhere. That affects, I would say, 9 out of 10 people that grow up in those situations, it is going to affect them negatively. That's why when there is someone from the hood who makes it, let's say someone is a doctor from a poor township, we celebrate that because it's not usual. But I'm sure in his family there were some doctors before him. Maybe his father was a doctor, who knows? But I'm telling you, association brings about assimilation. So white people need to understand that we're trying our best not to want revenge and want equality. It's a favor that black people are doing to white people in South Africa. It's a privilege for us to want equality, equal land, equal opportunity, and not want revenge like the Zimbabweans did. You understand what I'm saying? So they should consider it a blessing to say, listen, these black people, they don't want to kill us the way we kill them. They don't want to rape us the way we rape them. They don't want to hang us the way we hang them. They don't want to take our land the way we want to take them. Because what the Julius Malema was talking about was everyone surrender the land. Everyone, black, white, pink, Indian, and whatever. And the state redistributes the land equally for an effective and productive South Africa. Meaning, if I'm owning 10,000 hectares of land and I'm alone and I'm only using 1 hectare, these other 9,000 can be used by other people productively, so to generate the economical development, a farm, a guest house, nature reserve, whatever it is on the other hectares, if I'm not using them, whether I'm black or white. And that is the problem that I told you. The white people must appreciate us wanting equality and not revenge. Okay, I'm done with my response. I can go on for days when it comes to the land topic. Let's just quickly hear how Malema answered the young gentleman.
You know, you are an exceptional case
If you were to stand up and say, I went to school and I'm a medical doctor and the property I have is because I went to school and I bought it. But most of your people didn't buy any property, they inherited it. So it's an exceptional case. No, you can disagree, but the reality is that you are in possession of a land that was stolen from us. And we want it back without any apology. We want that land back, and we are going to work together. I can tell you now, whether you are in denial or not, the demand for the land is growing and people are becoming impatient. And we don't want Zimbabwe here. We don't want Zimbabwe in this country. It has to be done legally, procedurally, in a manner that is not going to put the country and the economy in a disaster. We have to talk about it. We have to say, how do we, in a proper manner, make sure that everyone benefit from this land? So, you know, Mr. Santa will know, and those who were involved in the negotiations and pre-negotiations, that when it was inevitable for democracy to be ushered in, most of the corrupt state officials began to transfer land into the names of individuals. When we're building a road in Northwest, expanding a road in Northwest from Rustenburg to Mafikeng, the state had to now get into some farms so that, because they didn't have land reserves, so they had to go and take some portions of land as they go along, and then made a call. All those who were affected by our expropriation of land, please come forward so that we can compensate you. Very few people turned up. And the suspicion is that they do not have title deeds. People just declared, this is my land, just before 1994. So don't individualize a big problem. It's like when I say there is racism in this country and you come to me, but I'm not a racist. I'm not talking about you. If you're not racist, why are you worried? But generally there is a problem of racism. It's not about an individual. It's a group problem. It is an institutionalized problem. We have to deal with it. And if we don't talk about it, we will not recognize it as a problem. And because we have not recognized it as a problem, now we will not be in a position to solve that problem. You can't solve the problems which you have not identified. So let us not be sensitive. I mean, you are a graduate, you are a doctor, you own a piece of property. I've got a black doctor here with me, very young also, a graduate, and he owns property. We're not taking your property only. We're talking also his property, the flat he owns, a flat size. His flat is almost the size of your bathroom for sure. But even that, we're taking from him. So it's not about a black or white. All of us, we need to surrender our land to the state and give that state an opportunity to allocate it for proper use. You can shake your hand, I'm proposing a peaceful solution. You're refusing it, you will surrender it to the revolution.
Okay. Working in the, some of you by now know that I work in the agriculture sector. I work with a lot of farmers. I can tell you right now, many of them don't have title deeds. The fencing was done pre-1994. In fact, pre-1992. The fencing of the land, like the apartheid government, de Klerk and them knew that they have to give up something so that there must not be any genocide in South Africa. because of the international pressures, just the way it's happening now, the way we are pressuring Israel, even though it's not working because they are being backed by what you call the US and the UK. But the international pressures were pressurizing the apartheid government to the point they said, okay, what are we gonna do, guys? These guys are gonna take government, but before they take government, let us change the ownership of the land to our brothers and sisters. But they did not do it in a clever way, so they ended up taking too much land. That's why you hear the stats like 7% of South African population is owning 80% of the land. That does not make sense. It does not make sense, because I'm telling you, from the 7% of white people, only 1% actually own that 80% of the land. I promise you, the rest are nowhere close to being rich. No way. They just benefiting from historical historical activities that their ancestors did, but they are struggling, most of them. It's just the white skin that is saving them. So the title deed is a big thing. It's a big thing. I don't want to now speak about cases at work for confidentiality reasons, but I can tell you without disclosing too much that many farmers don't have title deed of the land that they are staying in all around South Africa. Hectares and hectares of land, and you're asking yourself, how did this person get this land? Where did this person? This is too much, man. I'm driving for 30 minutes and you ask, whose land is this? They know it's Yaku's land. It's Van Wyck's land. It's Van Vieren's land. It's Skuman's land. You're like, how is that possible? That is what is happening in South Africa. The peaceful thing is for all of us to come, and as a Pan-Africanist, I don't quite fully agree with this one, but it's the peaceful and right things to do for an economy to continue striving and working. It's for all of us to come to a table and say, listen, I own 20 hectares. The other one comes and say, I don't own anything. I'm staying in Khalishiwe, Kimberley. My yard is 10 by 15. Things like that. And the one of 20 hectares say, listen, no, I can give you guys 18 hectares, and me and my family can live on the 2 hectares. And that can be debated on the negotiation table. Why? Because the revelation of land grab needs to be coordinated, otherwise it's going to be destructive. That is what Malema is trying to say. I'm giving you the peaceful option, but you don't want to, because of your stubbornness, you will put your family in danger because you want the land grab, the people to come and expropriate. No government will be able to stop them. The only way government will be able to stop them is to deploy the army and shoot and kill people for land. Kill their own people for land. That is what is going to happen. People are just going to come in Sandton and just camp, and just shacks just growing everywhere in Sandton. You just see people coming, Alexandra people saying, we're no longer moving out here. No one is going to move us out here. Police will be fighting these people every day. And these are people in their hundreds and thousands. They won't be able to evacuate everyone. You understand what I'm saying? So I like the responses of Julius Malema. People have got a problem. Say, Kim, why are you covering Julius Malema? Is this an EFF channel? Are you an EFF member? No. I'm not a member of anything. I keep on telling you guys all the time, Pan-Africanism means that I stand with my African brothers and sisters, whether they're in the ANC, the DA, in the DA when Musima Imane was busy talking nonsense, we were warning him, my brother, these white people are going to turn against you. But we always called him our brother because we must love each other at all times. At all times, whether his black consciousness spirit is not fully awoken, but we love our brothers. Whether my brothers are in the Patriot Alliance with Gaten Mackenzie, who's advocating for only colored rights. I don't care. As long as I see them as Africans, I will support them. And when it comes to Pan-Africanism, the EFF is the leading party that speaks more to this channel. So you're going to hear more about the EFF than any other party. Hopefully, I will stay neutral when I'm reporting about other parties, but really the EFF is speaking to the topics of this channel specifically. And as a Pan-Africanist channel, I can never ever apologize for that. Never. There's other. If you want to watch about ANC or whatever, they have their own YouTube page. You can go and watch there. No one is forcing anyone to do anything. The YouTube space is so big. If you want gossip, you can go to other channels. If you want sports, you can go to other channels. When you want true Pan-Africanism, you come back home. Because you won't find any other channel that speaks and advocates for the rights of Africans as a whole, not South Africans as a whole, like this channel. I promise you. Not even the EFF. I promise you. So don't worry, my people. We are at home here. Here we love our African brothers and sisters. We love our South African brothers and sisters, and we're advocating for African unity 24/7 without any shadow of doubt, without any fear or favor. Thank you so much, guys. Until we meet next time, don't forget to pray. After you pray, stand up and go and vote so that God can do the rest. I salute you.
At White Knot Technologies, we specialize in bags, embroidery, branded wear, and screen printing. We provide the finest quality for affordable price and fast turnaround time. We make sure you'll be satisfied with your order. Visit us at 18 Fisher Avenue, Epping,